Hi. Hi, everyone. So I decided, wow, I decided to come live today because I want to talk to you guys about a few things before this week is up. I'm going to be doing an interview this week with someone, and you guys have probably heard of her. Hey, she is Sophia Stewart, the author of The Third Eye and the lady who basically wrote The Matrix, you know. Um, so she's won in court for copyright. And I'm going to be talking with her this Thursday around 5 Pacific time, 5:30 Pacific time, 7:30 Central, and then 8:30 Eastern. Okay. So, yes, Sophia Stewart. Yes, y'all know her. The original writer of The Matrix. Okay. Yay, we're going to be talking to her. I'm going to try to see if she wants to do it via Google Hangout so it can be live. So, I've been watching, of course, I had to rewatch The Matrix again, and I saw so much more than I saw the first couple of times that I've watched it. And y'all know I always refer to that movie. So when I'm trying to explain stuff and break it down in simple terms to where most people can understand, I always refer to The Matrix. So I figured let's get into it even further. Because a lot of the stuff that I've been talking to you guys about lately, about with all the electromagnetic things, it's actually in The Matrix. And I kind of told her that's what I want to really touch on and talk about because, along with anything else she wants to talk about, but that's one of the things that I want to get deep into. And I've been talking a lot about these type of things lately because I don't know why, but it's really being pushed right now in my mental. So I'm thinking it's important. I also did a little bit of research on a lot of things surrounding the whole, movie, why it was stolen and all this kind of stuff. And I've come up with some interesting things that I don't think anyone else has probably seen. So y'all know I'm going to bring a lot of that stuff up. So I have come up and I have discovered a few things that I don't think people have really noticed. So it'll be kind of refreshing to talk about something a little bit different. Okay, because y'all know I'll be seeing love. So Gino, hold on. I can't read your whole name because I'm blind. Let me pull up my stuff on here. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about that as well. So and the funny thing is, y'all know I do my research. Y'all know I look up everything. Y'all know I decode everything. So I've decoded some other stuff, some crazy stuff. That I guess I'll talk to you guys about it a little bit so that y'all can be up to speed. I have something in my eyelash. So I've noticed, okay, so y'all know I always research people's names and things like that. So I've researched her name, and I've researched the Wachowski brothers' names and their other names. And it's very interesting, their name meanings, okay? Anyway, I'll get into that. Y'all can research it on your own if you'd like, but I'm going to save that for Thursday. It's going to be very interesting. They stole the script. Yes, that was her script. She wrote a book, and they took it and they created The Matrix with it. And she sued them for copyright and won. So Yes. Thank you. So we're gonna be hmm? Is this reality? What? Mm, I'm trying to read some of these comments. Okay. So she's come out with the Matrix 4, but it's still in script form and in book form. You can buy it because, of course, she's going to eventually have that movie, or it's in the works or something made. Um, and she's going to be the writer on that one. You could go to her website and download it or get the paperback copy. And I, yeah, her website, I'll try to link it, but it's like Sophia Stewart. I'll find it. But um, if y'all are just curious on what the Matrix 4 is going to be about, it's about genetic. Maybe it's this. This is it. It's about genetic evolution. So, okay, I found it. I'll link it. It's called truthaboutmatrix.com. That's the name of the website. So I'll link it. But it goes into the evolution of the human DNA. What is possible, and okay, so y'all just gonna have to go get it and read it. It's in script form, so it's not like super super long, or y'all can get the paperback. Okay. Okay. Yep. She also wrote Terminator. Yeah. So it was all one book, and they split it up and made different movies out of it. Yes. So we're gonna be talking about that, but I'm gonna get into the science of it and the decoded meaning of it. Um, a lot of you guys already know about the case and the lawsuit and all that kind of stuff. So I guess I want to touch on that a little bit with her, and then I want to go into the science of it because that's the whole point of the movie, right? To awaken a lot of people, which it did. Like, if you guys remember before that movie came out, most people were like, walking around like they were in the Matrix. And then after that movie, they were like, wow, it really was eye opening to a lot of people. So she was probably responsible for waking up millions and billions of people because that movie was pretty much worldwide, right? So she's probably responsible for waking up a lot of people and creating an awareness and and fueling consciousness to the next level. So yeah, that's why I really want to talk with her because I'm pretty sure I'm not pretty sure. I know she knows all of those things like alchemy, quantum physics, um, just so much so that she can see where things are going as far as the patterns that are happening, because that's how I kind of see now. Like when I see symbolism and things that are going on, I can kind of see what's where it's headed. So she's going to be talking about some stuff like that too, hopefully. But I think we already kind of know because we can see it on television and with all the stuff that's coming out, like artificial intelligence and robots and all that stuff. So, yeah, Sophia Stewart. We're going to be talking with her hopefully Thursday, if nothing changes, if things go according to plan. So a lot of you guys were asking about my group, the private group that was going to be free only for those who could actually understand what I'm talking about, like on the super deep stuff. And only one person qualified to get in. And, so I'm like, okay, well, maybe we need to wait for a few more people to catch up. But yeah, thank you, Tony. Peace and love and Sophia love from me. I know her. Oh, thank you for the donation. Yes. I was friends with her years ago on Facebook, and I talked to her before many years ago. I think it was before she won the case, and then after that, kind of lost touch. But um, I got back in touch with her, and now we're gonna do this interview. Yay! So, and you know what? I believe her because a lot of people are saying no, that's not true. But I believe her. She has so much evidence, and also it's happening to another person that I know. The same thing is happening to another person I know, and um, she had a movie made, and someone actually took the concept and the idea and made another movie that was too much just like that movie, and there was a mutual person in between, as a contact, so that person leaked, so it happens a lot in Hollywood. Yes, it happens a lot. People get their stuff stolen because people don't think that they're able to legally defend themselves or go to court over it, so they steal a lot. And the wonderful thing about Sophia is that she knew the law, so she could represent herself, and she knew a lot of loopholes, and she knew the law back and forward. And she did, she went through most of the lawsuit by herself with no lawyer up against three firms, and then towards the end she got a lawyer and won. You know, so it's very yeah, pro se. Yes, thank you. And so she got um she won that copyright. But I feel like a lot of people go through this and having their stuff stolen, um, and no one really thinks that people can fight it in court, so they steal. Even though they're billionaires and millionaires already, and they can buy it, they still take it because they can't create it. And that's just kind of like just being greedy. So she always talks about how greedy they were. They could have just bought it and everything would have been fine, but they stole it. Now that just makes you kind of upset now. Mhm. So I know I would be very upset if somebody stole something of mine that I created and didn't give me any credit. There hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Because I know a lot of people, a lot of people are saying, well, why did she have all this money and why doesn't she have all these things yet? Um, she has the rights to all that stuff. She has the rights to it. That's money right there. Just like when everybody was saying Michael Jackson was broke, but he owned the Beatles catalog. How you broke and own the Beatles catalog worth $2 billion? Okay, just because it's not in her bank account doesn't mean she's broke. Remember that. Um, and plus, if it were in her account, it could easily be taken. Okay, y'all got to think outside the box here. Remember, this is the lady that wrote The Matrix. She playing chess. Actually, she's controlling both sides of the chessboard. I see this now. You can't take something that's not there. Okay, so for her protection, she left it as is. I'm pretty sure this is what it is. Just like MJ did. Okay, and she talks about how she knew Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Joe Jackson, and that's who discovered her. Michael, Joe, Janet, the Jacksons discovered her. Okay, so just give y'all some background information because I've been researching and all that kind of good stuff on her. Yes, so there's another connection right there. Then I want to talk to her. Hopefully, she'll talk to me about all this deep stuff and symbolism and electromagnetic energy and Saturn and the different dimensions and all that kind of stuff. We'll talk about that. Um, mhm. So, in order to keep something, you must hide it. Okay. You can't ever do that. You can't ever say, "Oh, well, here it is," because you don't. People are dirty, and they'll figure out a way to get it back. Okay. I mean, like seriously. um. So y'all know I do my research. I looked up her name, their name, and y'all, it's hilarious. Y'all got to do the research. It's hilarious. It's true. You have to see the movie from the different perspective. It's all about perspective. My man, my man. I watched it and I kept seeing over and over the electromagnetic messages. Um, but it's remember everything is on different levels. So you have the psychological level, you have this the spiritual, and then you have the scientific aspect. So you could see all three. Um, she only wrote the first Matrix, not the other ones. That's probably why no one really liked them as much as the first one, because when they tried to, do the sequels, they didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have the message. Hmm. Hmm. Um. So remember the mirror universe. That's all I'm gonna say. Just remember the mirror universe. Hmm. And remember that the scripts were stolen and recreated by someone else. Okay, just keep that in your mind. So a lot of her truth is probably going to come out, and a lot of people need to hear the truth as well as break down meaning of certain things, and how people are thieves and how they want to recreate things that are not theirs or claim things that are not theirs or even rewrite history or things like that. Um, so it's very important that we, as people that are supposed to be awake and looking for truth, to acknowledge it, to right what was wronged, and also to realize why it was done, and to make sure it doesn't happen to more people. Okay. Or make awareness around it so it can stop happening. Okay. Because it's happening to someone that I know right now in Hollywood. So just like they did it to her, they're doing it to some other lady. Okay. So we have to stop that, because what if your child grows up, spends their hard earned money, or maybe they get scholarship to film school or whatever, and they write a beautiful screenplay or book, and then someone just comes and snatches it away. It's not right. Okay. So we have to, you know, make sure that awareness is brought to a lot of these things. Now, remember, she didn't write The Matrix 2 or 3, just the first one. Okay. They wrote the other ones, which is probably why I never watched them, because I didn't feel them. People feel certain things. Like, I didn't feel anything in those movies. It was like, okay, what is this? And it was okay. I never watched the entire Revolution. I never watched the entire other one or whatever it was, because I didn't feel anything. Okay. The messages weren't there. The energy wasn't there, and neither was the alchemy. Just wasn't there. Okay. Um, yeah. Search it on YouTube. Yeah. Neo, not the one. It explains it really well. So, well, she wouldn't have been given more money. Oh, she should have been given more money. That's right. Um, exactly like I stated previously, Hollywood treats most steals. Oh, I know. Believe. And the funny thing is, I don't even think they knew how to decode that movie, because if they did, they should have known that it would have been obvious that it was stolen. Okay, I'm gonna break that down too, Bec- because what the movie actually was saying, they would not be saying that. Okay, and that's the funny part about it. That's how you know it was stolen. Okay. Um. Hey, good day. Good day. The other two matrix carry information. Yeah, I'm sure it does carry information, but it wasn't the right information. You know what I mean? It was okay, but it wasn't on the same level. It would be like going from watching um one of my videos to watching a video on um you know what the days of the week represent. It's totally different. The messages aren't even there. It's like basic messages that anybody can get, you know, basic stuff. But her stuff was super deep on more than one level. Okay, on cosmic levels, psychological levels, scientific levels. That's what I saw in the first Matrix. The other ones didn't see so much. Okay. Um. Mhm. Mhm. Um. Oh, she also she was engaged to Muhammad Ali, and she said that Neo's character was based on Muhammad Ali, and she wrote it. Um, or that's who she had in her mind when she was creating his character. So practice makes perfect. Right. So, right. So then, like I said, the group that I was starting, only one person basically qualified. So I don't know about this group. I'd have to wait till some more people actually wake up a little bit more. And we'll see. Um, Thank you, Shay Love, for the donation. hmm I don't even think I'm gonna really even. I think it's just gonna be by personal invite only. We'll see. I don't know, because I don't think people are gonna be getting it anyway. Some people do, but those people don't even need to join the group because they're already there. You know. Um. So let's talk about the Wachowski brothers, the ones that stole it from her. Shall we? We got to get on them. Um, who is calling me? Well, you said go off. The Wachowski bro sisters. They are two brothers who are trans. They're women and men, or now they're women. Um, one of them on this picture, one of them name is Lily, who was Lawrence or Larry, and the other one was named Lana, I think. and they had sex changes. I don't know. I guess that's what they did with their Matrix money. Um, and the funny thing is that Lil, who is this? Which one is this one? Okay, so one has red dreadlocks. I'm just gonna bring up the pic. God darn it, where did it go? A miss. One has red dreadlocks, and the other one needs the level up group, definitely. Um, I mean, Bruce Jenner did it way better, y'all. So that's the other one. Um, I mean, if I was facing prison charges, I guess I'd get a sex change too, so I don't have to go to the man prison because she sure is trying to send him to jail. Like seriously. I mean, I guess I mean they saw it worked for Bruce Jenner. That don't know. So I mean, y'all know how I'm gonna say it. I think that's why they did it, so they wouldn't have to face criminal charges or at least get put in a male prison. Okay. Um, I'm not saying anything bad about trans. All I'm saying is that could be part of the reason that they did what they did to escape prison. Okay. Um, and listen, guys, when you talk about certain people, you're not talking about everybody. Okay. If you're talking about one trans person, that doesn't mean you're talking about all trans people. Just so y'all know. Okay. We're talking about two people that stole something that didn't belong to them. Okay. Let's just keep it real. So, yeah. And so I looked up their last name, and it means to guard, to hide, to guard. And then if you look up Sophia Stewart's name, her name means holy um, guardian of the holy truth or something like that. Guardian of the holy truth. Okay. So this is almost like a mirror dimension aspect happening right here before our eyes. And then we have the trans, which is all okay. Y'all remember when I talked about that mirror dimension? This is where it gets confusing. And this is why I wanted to talk to her, because people don't really understand the mirror dimension. The mirror dimension is a trick, but only certain people can access it. Okay. So, um, even if you change who you are in this dimension, it doesn't work for everybody. Now, the reason her name is a reflection, an exact opposite reflection of their name, is very telling. You know, it's just very coincidental that one of them tried to name themselves Lily, like Lilith, and they got, with red dreadlocks, and then we have Sophia. So right there, you have two names of goddesses. And I guess the only way to fight fire is with fire. Even if you got to go to the extreme. These people are super into the occult. So think about this, okay? Let's just talk, okay? These people are super into the occult. So, as above, so below, as within, so without. You have to fight fire with fire, okay? So, since that Y'all know I don't even believe in karma. If you watch The Matrix, you don't believe in karma because do you remember when the Oracle Sophia says, you're gonna walk out of here and laugh at all this stuff because you know that you control stuff. Okay, that you're in control. Okay, so what she's doing, see, she's smart. She's going to YouTube channels. She's getting the people who have the power. Okay. They're not doing anything but walking around looking like a hot mess. Okay. There are more people than fans of theirs. So she's smart. Okay. She might be smart, powerful, and have the rights to the matrix, but she still understands who holds the real power in the world, the people. SophiaStewart. So I see that. I feel that. I see it. And SophiaStewart, the lady who wrote The Matrix. Okay. So I'm going to be interviewing her Thursday. So I'm just talking about a lot of things that we don't believe in karma on this channel, at least not in that way. If you understand metaphysics, if you understand the universal law and all that kind of stuff, transmutation and alchemy, karma is only a choice. Okay. So, right. Yeah, y'all got to go study. Like I said, if y'all had studied by now, y'all would not even be talking about karma. Okay. So that's why I said y'all need to really do y'all's research, because when we go deeper and deeper, if you haven't done any of that research, you will be more lost. Okay. So yeah, good. Karma is not cause and effect because you can transmute cause and effect. You can transmute anything. So it's a choice, right? And if karma was the law of cause and effect, then it would be less. Well, I think a lot of people talk about karma in terms of fear factor, and I'm only doing right so I can get something good in return instead of doing things to plan your life to get the results you want instead. See, that's the difference. Doing something to get the results that you would like versus doing something right so nothing bad happens to you or so that more right can come to you is what a lot of people think karma is. Karma, ooh, I don't want to do something because of karma, is living in fear. Okay. Or, ooh, I'm only going to do that because I'll get something back. It's doing things for the wrong reason and it's not balanced. Doesn't work. Okay. And you're doing things for the wrong reason. So, all right. So The Matrix, the movie is the first movie. I saw that many years ago. It came out in 1999. Thank you, Elda Maria. Thank you, girl, for the donation. I appreciate it. Yeah. So, who told me about The Matrix? I saw the movie when it came out. Okay. So the whole weird thing that's going on with these, brothers, and I see it. They're trying, but the mirror dimension, it's already switched. They can't switch it. It's already done. They're not gonna win. It's already done, but they're trying to postpone it, trying to drag it out. They're trying to escape it by doing the extreme things. But the funny thing is, it's already been done. Like, just like when I tried to interpret The Nun for you guys and told you guys that was a whole trick. The whole movie was a trick to get them to seal that portal so that no one else can access it. But a lot of people don't see this. That's the beauty of it, because the people that are supposed to see it see it. And the people that are not supposed to see it won't even realize what they just looked at. So When you mention karma, you're qualifying. What? Okay. Yeah. Like, I left the nun laughing. People left scared or like, wow, it was a good movie. But I left saying, okay, this lady just tricked them into using all that Jesus blood up so that they can never reopen it or have access to it again. Dummies. And she still got out. But in the Matrix, but see, in real life, now in real life, that's also what's being done in this whole situation. It's already been done. Like, they're just trying to postpone the, you know, the inevitable. I So, I'm sorry, Nikki. I don't have time to keep explaining stuff over and over. Y'all gonna have to go watch the old videos and do the research, like I told y'all. I can't slow down for y'all. Y'all got to keep up with me now. Okay. Um, if you don't, then I'm so sorry. I can't. I can't slow down. I can't. Like, y'all can find time to watch twerk videos and housewives. Y'all can find time to read, research, and watch something else that can teach you. Okay. Uh, so the whole point is Sophia knows what she's doing. So anybody that's doubting her, you'll always notice that when she's talking, she has a grin on her face. That grin ain't insecurity. That grin is wait. Y'all gonna see something. That grin is the secret grin. Okay. Like the Mona Lisa's grin. Like she knows something y'all don't. Now, I'm very observant, so I see that. And it's all going to make sense sooner or later. And she's not going to give away everything, not even in this interview. Thank you, Izzy. 1111. You look amazing. I'll catch this later. I need to watch it from the start. Okay. Thank you, Lizzie, for the donation. hmm So, and I've seen a lot of rude comments on some of her other interviews that she's done on YouTube. And a lot of people only see from a pawn's perspective, like on the chessboard. Some people see from the king and queen position. Some people see from the player's position. She's watching and she's controlling the entire board. Okay, that's what she's doing, and I can tell that's what she's doing because I do that sometimes in certain situations, and I've noticed that she does not talk and she does not say everything that she knows because I've seen her try to go into deep explanation and then she will stop herself and change the subject. And I understand exactly what she is talking about, but most people don't. So she doesn't even go there, and she doesn't even fully explain it because once she does fully break down what all of these things mean, there's no way in the world that these people would have written it, especially, those two guys. So, yes, you can't do that because the casting. Okay, right. So, it'll be fun to see what she has to say about that. And I think this interview may be more refreshing since I kind of do know what she's talking about. And, she don't have to sit there and babysit me. And a lot of people on my channel are also, up to speed on some of you guys are up to speed on a lot of the stuff that I talk about. So I'm going to go into the alchemy of the whole situation, not just the situation at a, what do you call it? At a surface level, but on the alchemical level. We're going to talk about it. Hopefully, she'll want to do that. If not, then I'll understand. But y'all will know I tried. So we're not going to talk about it on the mundane level anymore. Let's go straight to the alchemical level and talk about what's actually getting ready to go down, if she chooses to. But it's already done. Okay, because in the end, she already knows the outcome. Thank you, Nehemiah. Naima? Name? I always mess your name up. I'm so sorry, Naima. Mr. Smith got upset with Neo because he was like, I can just smell your fear. You're weak. Other races believe me that we keep allowing them to. Yeah. Sorry, that was kind of broken up. But yeah, um, see what happens is, thank you for the donation, by the way. They don't think people can afford to fight them in court, and that's why they take. And now, what do you mean? Uh, the Matrix won. Uh huh. That's been out, or the Prestige. Are y'all talking about? Okay. So yeah, a lot of people think, oh, I'll just steal it. They'll never fight me in court over it because they're poor, you know. But ooh, they didn't know she knew the law and she could represent herself in court. See, that was one thing they didn't know. Don't underestimate people because you don't know what they have up their sleeves, what they know. Okay. They picked the wrong one that day, I guess. And I also feel like it's going to be a groundbreaking example of and of what is not to be tolerated anymore. Okay, a groundbreaking, you know, deal of what is not to be tolerated anymore. Okay, yeah. Which day? Thursday. This Thursday. If you're Pacific time, it's gonna be 5:30. If you're Central, it's gonna be 7:30, and I think East Coast is 8:30. So it'll be evening. Hopefully, y'all will be home, and then I'll try to do it live so that if you have questions at the end, then maybe we can ask all together. Um. So why folks scared of karma is there? It's there, but you don't have to let it take your what? It shouldn't even be there. If you're it's not being scared of it. Okay, here's the thing that I feel about karma. It means that at some point in your life that you are lacking the control. Okay? And that is a no-no for alchemists. Okay? If you do the karma thing. It's a no-no for some people. If you're still in the paradigm of religion, then fine, keep it if you need it. But in alchemy, that is a discipline and a way of life and um, a way to reach self-actualization. It is a process. It's not a religion. So there's a difference. It's like leaving. It's like having. It's like depending on autopilot, but when you know alchemy, it's like you know how to fly the plane, land the plane, work autopilot, build the plane, take the plane apart, and reassemble the plane. Okay. Versus, knowing how to play a video game on how to fly a plane and how to switch on autopilot. That's the difference between karma and alchemy. You got to know exactly how to create your life, or you'll simply be living out the effects of whatever happens to you if you don't create your life. Okay. So that's the difference. Okay. Right. What kind of job do you recommend to young adults trying to save up? I don't want Taco Bell job. Something you can do for yourself at home. Make a job online. There are plenty of little shops you can buy online, social media. You have to have the desire. Okay. Once you have desire, you won't have to ask me, and that's the whole point. Like, if you watch The Matrix, Neo was always asking people, well, do you think I'm the one? Do you think? And the whole point of him was to know who he was himself and believe it. Okay. So you don't need to ask anybody. You need to ask yourself, what do you want? Okay. Because that's the only person that's going to tell you. Because I've told you 1,000 times, start your own business. Don't ask me no more. Or go work at Taco Bell. No, I didn't, but if I disagree, I'm going to say it. You came to blindly follow what? Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, y'all talking to each other. Um, oh hey Shelly. Shelly Reynolds. She's back in here. Yeah, I'm fighting sleep to listen to you. Oh, well, go to sleep and come watch it later, girl. Boy. Sorry, I don't know what you are. um, so living gracefully where they create self-respect to their own wounds is one key to living a long life. Okay. Um, if that's what you think. I mean, if that's what you say, that's what you thank you, Stephanie Carter, for the donation. Everyone has their own way of living and thinking. So if that's what works for you, then that's what works for you. Not everybody has the same, you know, way of living. Thank you. Do I like the beach? Sure. Um, and I noticed that in some of her interviews, she talks about God. And y'all have to remember, she's using God in terms of um, source energy. Okay. So if you kind of are confused for a second, remember she wrote the Matrix. So remember, some people, are not using God as in the text of like, what most people worship. Um, right. So, and I don't really like to talk about. I don't. I don't enjoy. How about this? I don't enjoy arguing about religion because that's exactly what it was created for. Okay. So even though I don't enjoy it because that's exactly why it was created to separate. Okay. So whatever your truth is, whatever you believe, good for you. Don't want to argue about it. I'm not I'm not trying to convert anybody. Believe me, I don't care enough to convert people. Y'all got to care enough for yourselves. And I think that's why most people who are into the occult and into metaphysics don't try to shove stuff down people's throat because it's more of a gift rather than something forced. You know, it's a gift. Your own personal spirituality is a gift. Religion is forced. There's a difference. Okay. So I don't force anything on anybody. I would never threaten someone, oh, y'all ain't gonna make it, y'all going to hell. I would never do that because that's not my place. And I don't even believe in that unless you're talking about something else. So I don't really argue with religious people anymore, or I'm gonna try not to because it makes zero sense to me. And I don't want to create any more division surrounding it. You know, their religious people are welcome if they would like to learn, but if they threaten or try to damn people to hell, well, we have to forgive them because they don't know any better. Just like they say that to us. We just have to forgive their ignorance and just keep it moving. Okay. Um, when people say that it helps to just be like, okay, that's great, and move on. Exactly. So we'll just say, oh, great, and that's it. Because I'm tired of arguing about it. They're here and not at church, so I have to give them the benefit of the doubt that they're actually trying to learn. Do you contact loved ones on the phone all the time? How you doing? How you been? You talking about the dead? Hmm. If I did, I wouldn't do it if I did, I wouldn't be doing it. But I'll have to talk about that on another video, okay? Because we have to get into the science of that, okay? Because here's the thing, getting into the spirituality of something, getting into the superstition of something, or the metaphysics of something, it's, it's going to be better because it's spirit and science combined. So I would rather let's get into the science of it, because with science, you can figure out more. You can find better ways to um, approach things if you're looking at it from a scientific aspect. Okay. Um, right. So we'll talk about it on a scientific aspect and see where that leads. hmm Break down MJ's video. Me and Sasha have been breaking down stuff all weekend. Sasha is now an expert at breaking everything down. She can watch a movie, a cartoon, a commercial, and listen to a song and just break it down. I'm like, she points out things that I miss. Like on The Matrix, one of the agents, towards the end when they were fighting Neo, one of his lenses broke all over the left eye, and only his left eye was exposed. And she says, "Look, it's just like Ra and Horus. And the agent is Ra because look, only his left eye is showing." And I'm like, what? Mind blown, Sasha, right there. So I started making them watch 2 videos a day, of ancient history, ancient Egyptian history, as well as a science video. My 2 daughters, I make them watch 2 educational videos a day that they're not going to teach in school. And then they have to report back to me about it. Because, yeah, Sasha, man, we watched The Frog Princess, the Disney movie, Frog Princess. She broke that down. Like, oh my gosh, she's gonna be doing what I do. I already know it, because she's way ahead of me when I was her age. Um, Set, Horus, and Isis are made up of the version of the. So yeah, it's in there. That's why you gotta watch it. Go rewatch The Matrix, and then if you have it, I think I think you got to pay for it. It's on demand unless you already got the DVD. Okay. The only thing I need is someone to explain to me why I keep seeing time sequences on the clock. Because you keep looking at the clock. Time is not real. Just research the numbers. I've seen A Wrinkle in Time. It was okay. Like the costumes were beautiful. The movie was well done. The cinematography was great. But for me and Sasha and Layla, like, it was a little bit too simple for us, but it was a good movie. But it was too simple for our minds. We've already like been there and done that. You so mad at that movie? Because it was too simple. They should have made it more complex. Um, yeah, I felt like it was just I think because it was written so long ago, well, that doesn't really matter. But I think it was just too simple for me. It was just like, okay, and okay, this is it. I didn't, the message was too simple. hmm Google. Google is how you research everything. hmm hmm Can you borrow Sasha for a month? I asked her if she wanted to start doing videos to break stuff down for kids. So she might have her little playlist in her breaking down stuff or doing videos for kids, maybe. 'Cause, yeah, she can do it pretty good. Like maybe pick a cartoon or a kids movie. She'll watch it and do the breakdown review of it, like the Frog Princess. Maybe we can do that. Um, so I have to go in a second, and I got to take Sasha to art class. She's in art class. Mhm. So, you guys, I'm looking for do the Nature Boy video. Oh my God. Yeah. Not to soil this video with talks of Nature Boy. I was going, I might have to do that on my other channel or this one. Which one? Would it, which channel should I do it on? If y'all don't know who Nature Boy is, just go and Google it right now. Which channel? This one, this one. I don't even see how those women can follow him. He's not even deep. He ain't even deep. Like, um, I tried listening to him. I was like, Sasha know more than that. Come on, what the heck? This channel is deep as it gets. I'm not trying to say that I'm super deep, but I'm trying to figure out why women would think he was deep. They must be super shallow to think he was deep because there was nothing deep about him. um, hello. I missed the first 57 minutes. Okay, well, I'm about to get off, so y'all go back and watch it. Hopefully, it'll finish loading. Give it like a couple of minutes to load all the way from the beginning, and then go back and watch if you're just tuning in. But to tell you what was going on, I'm going to be interviewing SophiaStewart, the true creator, writer of The Matrix, and we're going to be talking to her Thursday at 5:30 Pacific time. SophiaStewart, yes, or 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern. Okay, so that's going to be interesting, and I want to get into the alchemy of what's going on, not just what's going on, but the alchemy of it, because I see so much. Thank you, Chinzira Anubis. Keep going. I can't. I gotta go. I got duties. So she didn't get the money. She has the rights of the franchise. Do you not know what that means? The rights of the I talked about that earlier. The rights of the franchise. She owns the rights of the franchise. Okay. So that means that is unlimited royalties. Exactly. Unlimited royalties. Okay. That's it. Yes. She won the rights. Doo-doo-doo. But you'll have to go back and watch what I talked about before about that. Unlimited rights. Yes. Action figures, all the past sales, the rentals, anything associated with it, the soundtrack, all of that. Okay. Nature Boy video, yuck. I know, I don't even want to do it. But I feel like it needs to be addressed because people are crazy. Um, and I'm gonna talk about it, but not in such a bad way. But I'm just going to address it. Maybe I'll do it this evening when I get back. Go if y'all know who it is, go look them up and, before I do the video today or tomorrow. Y'all are gonna be like, "What the?" Mm-mm. Some of y'all might like it though. That's the funny part. There's gonna be two sides to this story. Have I considered blocking you so you can have your free time back? No, you need to stay with me forever. No, I'm getting ready to go. So, y'all's homework, if y'all choose to accept, is three things. Y'all don't have to do all three, but just pick one. Go download Sophia's new book, The Matrix 4. I'll put the link in the description where you can buy it from. Watch The Matrix. So when we do the interview Thursday, you'll be caught up. Research Nature Boy for another day or tomorrow. Okay, there you go. That's your homework. That's not bad, right? I feel like a teacher. That's your homework. For those of y'all who want more serious homework, go read the Book of Enoch and try to decode it. Okay. Or the Emerald Tablets. That's always y'all's homework anyway. But thank you for trying to send money. I appreciate it. I appreciate the thought. All right, I gotta go, y'all, but hopefully I'll see y'all soon and we'll talk about something more interesting tonight when it comes to this Nature Boy dude. All right.